probably 7 minutes. For about 7 minutes. Bungu here. So today I wanted to make a video that I've always been asked to do about how to make African fufu. You have to understand that Africa is a continent, Africa is big, and we have so many countries, and each country or even each tribes in a country have different ways of making fufu. Okay, so I am from DRC, meaning Democratic Republic of the Congo. I'm going to show you today how to make fufu our way, or how I have been taught since I was a young girl. And you also have to keep in mind that we grew up basically learning how to make it. It's like a task. When you're about 10 years old or 12 years old, you have to know how to make fufu. So we were never given a certain amount or proportion of what you need or how many ounces of water you need, you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to really make the recipe, and this is why you don't see a lot of recipes about fufu. So I have done my best, and I am going to finally show you with I kind of made it easy, or trying to make it easier, with how much water you need and how much starch you need and things like that. So I wanted, before I made the fufu, I wanted to just give you a little bit of a story of, you know, how hard it is to actually make the recipe, and give you all the measurements. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll show you how to make fufu my way from my. These are going to be the main ingredients, or really the only ingredients for our fufu. And also I'm going to we also will be using water. Okay, so we are going to be using water, tapioca starch, and semolina. Where can you find tapioca starch or semolina? You can find them in your local African Caribbean market or the Asian stores, okay, or Asian markets. Usually I buy my tapioca starch in the Asian market and my semolina in the African Caribbean market. All right, so to make it easy for you, we are going to be using this. You see how many ounces, right? 14 ounces of tapioca starch and the semolina. We are going to be mixing the two, and the semolina I have about 20 ounces. Okay, 20 ounces of semolina, and I'm going to be mixing the two dry. Okay, so the two mixture, we basically gonna mix them together in a bucket. Okay, whatever you use, so mix them in a bucket and don't put anything else, just mix the two together. So just like that, you are going to be mixing the semolina and the tapioca starch very well. So on my stove I put about 29 ounces of water that I'm going to bring to a boil. Okay, the water has to boil, and what's gonna happen is once the water boils, I'm going to only take the semolina. So you have to have a lot of semolina, you know, stored. So I'm going to take some of the semolina, about probably 10 ounces of semolina, and we are going to put inside the boiling water, but we are going to put it gradually. Okay, you don't put it all at once, or your fufu is going to have bumps, and that's very, very bad. Okay, I'll show you how to do it. And this is why you don't see a lot of people making tutorials about how to make fufu, because it's really, it may seem like it's simple, but it's not. It's simple for me, for us people that have been doing it since we were kids, you know what I mean? But for someone who's learning, it can be really stressful. You can find it being very stressful because you are going to be using your hands a lot, and it has to come to a certain texture or your fufu is not going to be good. Many people told me that, oh, I don't like fufu, I've tried it before, it wasn't good. Well, maybe whoever made the fufu didn't make it right. If you don't make it right, it is not going to be good and you are not going to like it. You know what I mean? So I'll try to show you and hopefully you can get it. Okay, but this is how we make it. So we are waiting for the water to boil. So this is the hardest part of the fufu, because slowly you are going to be putting the semolina and turn this at the same time. Okay, you are going to be mixing it at the same time as you are putting the semolina, and this is about 10 ounces of the semolina. You see what I'm doing? You are putting and turning it at the same time, and do not stop, and use a wooden spoon like you see, and keep on flipping, not flipping, what am I saying, keep on turning as you are putting your semolina like that. Okay, thank you, Morpheus. I had to use my son. You see right away it's going to start getting thicker. And sorry about some of the stuff you see on the stove. I cook a lot, and sometimes I have stuff splashing all over the place. When I'm done cooking, I'm going to clean it up. You see, this is exactly what you want. This is the texture you want. No bumps. And it's not too thick. It's not too loose. This is exactly perfect. C'est parfait. C'est vraiment parfait. Perfect. This is perfect, okay? This is super perfect. This is what you want. So what's gonna happen is we are going to let it boil for about 10 minutes. This is about after 10 minutes of boiling. So now this is the hardest part, okay? One of the hardest parts too, if you're new to this. So this is the mixture we had earlier, the semolina and the tapioca starch. We are going to put it there and mix at the same time, and this is about it was about what, 12 ounces, okay, 12 ounces, but we are not going to use all of the 12 ounces. You have to look at the consistency of your mixture. So we'll probably be using about 9 ounces, okay? And use a pot that's like this. You don't want to use a non-stick pot. Please don't use a non-stick pot, okay? Use something like this. You see that, right? And use a handle so you can hold and then start mixing your fufu. And this is good for about 2 people, okay? I'm telling you, if it's your first time, you are going to be like, what the hell is this? My arm can't handle this. But I'm so used to it, you know what I mean? I'm so used to doing this. So some people love their fufu very loose. My husband likes it very, very, very thick, very consistent. So I'm going to be adding a little more. So like I said, we'll be using a total of about 9 ounces of the mixture, okay? So we are going to start turning it like this for about probably 7 minutes. For about 7 minutes. And remember, okay, many countries have different ways of cooking fufu, so you cannot think that if someone shows you a different way, my way is right or their way is wrong, okay? Because we have so many different kinds of fufu. We have pounded yam fufu, we have plantain bananas fufu, we also have corn fufu, so many different kinds, okay? But I'm showing you what my country uses. So this is about after 7 minutes that we have been turning and turning and turning. So this is ready, and we are going to be using a bowl to basically take it out and put it in a plate. So we are going to be using something like this so we can grab it and put it in a plate, okay? So this is it. This is how you cook fufu. All right, our fufu is ready, and I am going to enjoy it with some spinach soup on the side and salted fish. You don't have to be from Africa to try African food, okay? You got to try sometimes. You are going to absolutely enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe and also share the video. Someone out there may need this, all right? And next time, I'll show you how I made the spinach soup. All right, I'll see you next time.